Hello and welcome back to the GCP-Mindset channel. Today we'll talk about transforming regulatory compliance with real-world evidence.
Welcome to the GCP-Mindset channel and all topics on clinical research.
In today's fast-evolving clinical research landscape, the term real-world evidence has become a buzzword. But what exactly is it, and can it really simplify regulatory compliance for medical devices? Real-world evidence, or RWE, refers to clinical evidence derived from real-world data, which includes data routinely collected from various sources, such as electronic health records, registries, insurance claims databases, and wearables. These sources provide invaluable insights by utilizing existing data, speeding up evidence generation, and potentially reducing costs. RWE complements traditional randomized controlled trials by offering expanded insight into how medical devices perform in real-world settings. Unlike randomized trials, which operate under highly controlled environments, RWE allows for the observation of device performance and outcomes in the diverse everyday scenarios where patients actually live and receive care. Real-world evidence plays a significant role in modern clinical research and regulatory pathways. By leveraging existing data, manufacturers can bypass some time-intensive trial processes, making it particularly useful for post-market surveillance and iterative device improvements. It provides a broader understanding of health-related information outside controlled clinical trials and offers cost efficiencies by reducing the need for large-scale, expensive trials. For example, data from electronic health records can reveal trends in patient outcomes that may otherwise take years to observe in traditional studies. Similarly, registries and claims databases offer real-time insights into device safety and performance. Despite its benefits, real-world evidence comes with challenges. Data inconsistencies can arise due to variability in collection methods across regions and systems, leading to gaps in the data set. Biases, such as information bias, recall bias, and detection bias, also pose significant hurdles. Furthermore, regulatory bodies often view real-world evidence with skepticism because it lacks the randomization and confounder control inherent in traditional trials. For manufacturers, this means ensuring their real-world evidence-based findings are robust, reproducible, and well-documented. The use of real-world evidence in regulatory compliance varies significantly across regions. In the United States, the FDA actively supports real-world evidence, providing guidance and showcasing examples of its successful integration into regulatory decision-making. For instance, the FDA's guidance on real-world evidence outlines how manufacturers can use observational data to support claims of device effectiveness or safety. The agency also encourages the use of real-world evidence in designing external control arms for clinical trials, reducing the need for placebo groups in some cases. Meanwhile, the European Union lags behind, offering limited guidance and primarily using real-world evidence in a supplementary capacity rather than as primary evidence. This uneven landscape requires manufacturers to align their methods and data with the specific expectations of their target regulatory body. For example, while real-world evidence might be sufficient for demonstrating safety in the US, European regulators may still demand randomized trials for certain claims. Manufacturers targeting both regions must develop strategies that address these disparate requirements while maximizing the utility of their data. Recent advancements have significantly improved the reliability of real-world evidence. Studies demonstrate that observational data can replicate randomized controlled trial conditions with impressive accuracy when robust methodologies are employed. For instance, advanced statistical techniques, such as propensity score matching and emulation of trial conditions, allow researchers to mitigate biases and better control for confounding factors. These methods help ensure that comparisons made within observational datasets closely resemble those made in traditional trials. Strategic data use is essential. Manufacturers should begin with a clear research question and select data sources that closely align with their objectives. For instance, a manufacturer seeking to demonstrate the long-term durability of an implant might prioritize data from registries that track patient outcomes over several years. By focusing on the quality, completeness, and relevance of their data, manufacturers can enhance the validity of their findings. The right approach not only strengthens the validity of findings, but also increases acceptance by regulatory bodies, paving the way for smoother approvals. To maximize the benefits of real-world evidence while avoiding common pitfalls, manufacturers should take proactive steps. Implementing systems to collect relevant data during post-market surveillance is a critical first step. This could involve creating registries specific to their devices or partnering with healthcare providers to integrate data collection into routine care workflows. Ensuring the quality, consistency, and completeness of this data is equally important. For example, standardizing data entry protocols across different collection sites can reduce variability and improve data reliability. Biases should be identified and addressed through careful planning and methodological rigor. For instance, manufacturers might use sensitivity analyses to evaluate how different sources of bias affect their findings. Engaging with regulators early in the process can provide valuable insights into acceptable methodologies and data sources. Many regulatory agencies offer pre-submission consultations where manufacturers can discuss their real-world evidence strategies and receive feedback. Until regulatory frameworks fully embrace real-world evidence, manufacturers should use it to supplement rather than replace traditional trials. For example, real-world evidence can be used to support claims of device safety, while randomized trials provide evidence of efficacy. By combining these approaches, manufacturers can create a comprehensive evidence package that satisfies regulatory requirements and demonstrates their device's value to stakeholders. While real-world evidence holds great promise, its broader acceptance depends on the evolution of regulatory frameworks, particularly in Europe. As methodologies continue to advance and more successful use cases emerge, regulatory bodies are likely to develop clearer guidelines on how to incorporate real-world evidence into decision-making. In the meantime, manufacturers must remain informed about emerging guidelines and best practices to stay competitive. Real-world evidence is a powerful tool for enhancing clinical research and regulatory compliance. However, it is not a silver bullet. A strategic approach that balances real-world evidence with traditional methods and adheres to regulatory expectations is essential. By doing so, manufacturers can harness the potential of real-world evidence while mitigating risks, paving the way for faster, more cost-effective device approvals. For manufacturers willing to invest in the necessary infrastructure and expertise, the benefits of real-world evidence can extend beyond compliance, offering deeper insights into patient outcomes and driving innovation in device development. Thank you for watching our video, and we hope that you found it informative. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content on clinical research.